What's up, YouTube? Didiman36 here, and today I have a Yu match versus a good friend of mine, Didiman36. A link to his channel will be in the description once I get access to my laptop. But anyways, looking at my team, I am running a Sandstorm team, as he's has a pretty standard Yu team, and yeah, so he's gonna predict my obvious Hippopotas lead, because I let it off with it because there's really nothing he has to counter my weather access, and he's gonna lead off with Rose Raid predicting my Hippopotas. And yeah, so here I'm actually gonna stay in just in case to see what kind of set he is. If he wants to put me to sleep, that's fine. I'm gonna leave my Hippopotas in as sleep fodder, but he's actually going for Sludge Bomb, and he is life orbed, and he went for Sludge Bomb predicting my Rose Raid to come in, but I just went for Rocks here, just in case he wants to put me to sleep again. I can, just leave in my Hippopotas, because I really don't want nothing on my team to put to sleep, even though I do have natural cure with my Rose Raid. But here I'm going to predict some sort of grass move, and I'm going to go out to my own Rose Raid as he goes for a Leaf Storm, and that does absolutely nothing. And here he's obviously going to switch as I go for Toxic Spikes. I went for Toxic Spikes, and that was a pretty bad move on my part, because he still has his Rose Raid, and he just soak him up. But I went for Toxic Spikes just because of the fact that his Cofagrigus and this Porygon 2, which he's actually going to switch into right now as I set up a layer of spikes. Now here, I'm going to go for another layer of spikes to scout what kind of Porygon 2 this is. If it's an offensive, then I can deal with it. And if he has Ice Beam, no, not really a problem because I am specially defensive and it's not stab. So I set up a second layer as he goes for a Ice Beam, and I just did a whistle right now. So yeah, as you can see, that Ice Beam really didn't do that much, and did a nice chunk, I have to admit. But yeah, so here I'm gonna go for Giga Drain just to scout if he has T-Wave, and if he does have T-Wave, that would kind of be bad because I really don't want my Cobalion T-Waved, but I probably would have taken it out by then. But I do have two Pokemon immune to it, and I do have Substitute on my Porygon Z. So yeah, and he does have T-Wave, which is alright news for me. And I'm gonna switch out because Natural Cure, and I obviously can't stay in. And I'm gonna go out into my Blastoise predicting his. Oh no, I don't. I go out to my Hippopotas predicting his T-Wave, predicting a switch into Cobalion, or maybe Blastoise predicting an Ice Beam. But I predicted that, and here I completely forgot that he traced my Natural Cure from Rose Raid, and I go for a Toxic. But either way, it's kind of okay because he'll get some damage racking up plus Sandstorm, and Recover really won't be. Well, we'll be recovering a lot, but recovering does have some PP, and not that much either. So yeah, so here I'm gonna stay in as he goes for an Ice Beam, and I know I could live it thanks to a Violet, but he gets to freeze. No, that was just awesome, I guess. Okay, and I'm gonna decide to save my Hippopotas as death fodder because he does have an Azelf, and that thing can outspeed anything if he is scarfed. So I just want to save it, and here I'm going to beat another Ice Beam and go into my Blastoise, which is misspelled. It's delicious, but whatever, I'm going to change that later. And yeah, so Ice Beam does nothing, and Toxic and Sandstorm is just really racking up. And here, I'm predict him to predict a Scald and go out to Empoleon. And I'm going to double switch out and go into my Cobalion, which is just excellent because he does exactly that. And even if he did stay in, he would have probably T-Waved me. But that would have been bad, but I would have just taken him out with a close combat anyways. And here, he's actually going to predict me to over-predict, and he's gonna stay in, and I go for Stone Edge, predicting his Cofagrigus to come in, because that would have been the obvious switch, but I guess the obvious is too obvious for him, if that makes any sense. And he's gonna roar me out into Sand Slash. Now, we were chatting on Skype, right? And he asked, "Why 2 rapid spinners?" And I'm just like, yeah, 2 rapid spinners, right? And I'm actually a Sand Rush, Swords Dancing Life Orb set with max attack and max speed. And here he's going to predict my Earthquake and go out to his Elf. I probably should have predicted that and went for X Scissor. And here I'm going to go for X Scissor, because even if he does want to bring out his, his Empoleon, I would have just killed it off anyways. And yeah, so he's going to decide to sack out his Roserade, which is not that best of his move, because Kyphagrius would have been the best switch. And yeah, so here's gonna bring him back as Elf, and I obviously can't stay in, and I'm gonna bring back out my Hippopotamus, because I find it's the perfect opportunity to leave it in as death fodder. And he's gonna go for Psychic. I really have nothing to take a Psychic on my team. And yeah, so I'm gonna bring out Cambalion because I am Scarfed, and I know he's probably not gonna Scarf. No, oh wow, sorry, I'm not talking right. I know he's probably not Scarfed. He's probably Sashed, but he does have U-turn, so I don't know. Could have been any item, maybe an expert belt. And here I'm gonna go for a CC. Now the reason why I'm for CC is because I thought that Stone Edge would have been a little bit too obvious, and that he might have wanted to brought in his Empoleon. And yeah, so here I'm gonna bring in my Roserade just in case he wants to will-o-wisp me. That's fine. I have Natural Cure. And yeah, so and if he does want to start Calm Minding, I can just wall it and just start Giga Draining it and stuff. But he's actually decided to switch out, and I don't know why he really switched out. I guess he's really can't take special hits. And he's gonna switch out, and he's gonna bring out his Heracross, predicting my Giga Drain, which is just excellent. And I really wasn't thinking that he would switch out, because he could just start Calm Minding and stuff. But he's gonna bring in Heracross. I do have Weather Ball on this Roserade, and Weather Ball works really well on Roserade in Sandstorm, because 1 Chandeliers and Fire types, 2 Bugs, and 3 flying types like Honchkrows and stuff. And here I obviously had to switch out, predicting maybe a Mega Horn, and just in case he is Scarfed. I do want to switch out, and I'm gonna go to my defensive Blastoise, and he's actually gonna set up a sub. Now I was shitting my pants right here, because I thought he was a Focus Punch, because I see lefties. And yeah, so I was literally just shitting my pants, because Focus Punch would have done a lot. And yeah, so I know I could live 1 Focus Punch and get off a Roar, but here he's actually going to show me that he has Close Combat. And personally, I don't think Close Combat is the best move for a sub set, because if you do want to keep your sub intact, and you are going to get defense and special defense drops, and they're easily just going to break your sub. So I don't know, I really don't think Close Combat with sub is the best option. But yeah, so here I'm gonna roar him out into the wrong thing at the wrong time. And yeah, so we can't do nothing to each other. And here I'm gonna predict the Stealth Rocks, and I'm gonna go out to my Sand Slash. And yeah, so he's actually gonna go for a Roar, I guess predicting a switch into Cambalion or some other Pokemon. And he's gonna roar me back out into my Blastoise, which is just excellent. And obviously we can't do nothing to each other, but here I decide, okay, he's probably gonna predict me to go back out into Sand Slash, so I'm gonna decide to stay in here. And I know that was not really risky, but yeah, so he's gonna go for Scald, and he gets the burn, which is gonna do some damage with Sandstorm. That's the only bad part of Sandstorm. It kills your own Pokemon too, if they're not, rock, steel, or ground. But I'm just gonna decide to roar him out. and Burn and Sandstorm are just really wrecking up, as you can see right here. And sorry, I'm gonna have to cough right now. Hold on. Okay, so yeah, so he has Pythagoras in, and I'm just gonna go for a Scald, because I want to get that thing Burn, and it would, do some nice damage with Burn and Sandstorm. But here he's gonna make a weird, very, very, very weird play, and he's gonna bring in his Elf. He told me on Skype that he was predicting a Roar, but then again, if he did predict the Roar, he would stay in, and he probably should have attacked me if he did predict the Roar, and that would have taken me out. But yeah, that wasn't the best play at all. And, as you can see right here, Burn damage is going to leave me a very uncomfortable amount of HP. And he's going to bring his Porygon too. And here, I'm going to predict the recover, and I'm going to go out to my Cobalion. And he is going to recover, which is just excellent, because, yeah, so here, I decide to go for a close combat, figuring that he would probably over-predict and predict me to go for a Stone Edge, predicting his Pythagoras again, because, oh man, Pythagoras is just such an annoyance to me. And I think he's going to make the very safe play, and he's going to go into Pythagoras as I go for a close combat, and obviously that's, not going to hurt him at all, because he is Ghost. And yeah, so this thing is just pissing me off. Like, oh my god, Pythagoras has just been giving me so much trouble lately. I've been seeing them a lot lately in RU and UU. And yeah, so I obviously have to switch because I am Scarfed, and I'm going to bring in Roserade because it's the best counter to this thing that I have, because I'm a special wall, and he really can't take special hits because he is defensive, but he's going to decide to go for a Calm Mind, and that's kind of bad because my Giga Drain won't be doing that much, and I probably won't be getting enough HP. But actually, I go for a Giga Drain here, and surprisingly, that does a very nice chunk. And yeah, so that just makes me happy. And here he's going to decide to go for Shadow Ball. The better play would have been going for Calm Mind continuously, but I guess he just decided to try to kill me off. And judging by that Giga Drain damage, that it was going to be a 3-hit KO. And sorry, I'm just like stuttering a lot right now. I don't know why, but I guess it's just my English. But here I'm gonna Giga Drain, and I'm not gonna gain that much HP as he goes for a Calm Mind. And judging by my HP, I know I can live one Shadow Ball, and I can just kill him off with a Giga Drain. So here, go for Giga Drain, and that's not gonna do nothing at all. And yeah, so, but as you will see, this Giga Drain right here is actually going to leave him at an amount of HP where Sandstorm will take him out. So thankfully, I got this huge fucking problem out of my way. And yeah, so, Sandstorm racking up, and it's going to kill him, so just awesome. And he's going to bring in Heracross here, which is not a problem at all, because he has Porygon 2, Empoleon, and Heracross left, which is at amount of HP. I keep saying that, but, it's true, an amount of HP where he can't take a close combat. And here I'm just going to decide to, leave in Roserade, because there's really no use of it. And he's going to decide to go for a close combat, probably predicting my Cobalion, just in case if I wanted to switch out into it. And yeah, so here I'm bringing Cobalion, and just gonna start close combating shit. And he's gonna decide to switch out and go into Empoleon, and surprisingly, he's gonna take this close combat, and I believe Empoleon has a base 85, between 80. I know that's between the 80s. And yeah, so I guess he's max defense, and I really underestimated Empoleon's defense. So yeah, and I get a special defense drop, and yeah, so obviously another close combat would definitely take it out and stuff like that. So close combat, just wrecking shit right now. Gabalan, you're awesome. And yeah, so here he's bringing Porygon 2 because he has no other option to. And that Porygon 2 is gonna get his shit wrecked by a close combat. And you know, obviously Heracross isn't scarfed, and that was a great game. I just said game. Didiman, leave a like, comment, you know, rate it, and all that. Subscribe, please, cause you know I need some subscribers. And you know, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed today's battle, and leave a comment if you guys want to see, you know, Ubers, cause I'm just gonna do some Ubers now, cause I find it kind of interesting. And yeah, so thanks for watching again, and bye.